Hi guys, welcome to Nothing Geek TV. Today I got Xiaomi Mi 4i pitched against Xiaomi Redmi 2. Both of these phones are of plastic build, but the Mi 4i got a unibody polycarbonate plastic build, whereas this is a simple plastic build on the Mi 4 Redmi 2. So overall, guys, if you talk about the build quality, both the phones are nice, but Redmi 2 is slightly better and tough when it comes to the build. If I remove the back plate, I cannot remove the back of the Mi 4i since it's a unibody. The battery and the back plate are non-removable. This is not appealing to many of the some of the users. And in the Redmi 2, I can remove the back plate. This is complete plastic, like I told you earlier. It's a bendable plastic, good enough. So I can put in two SIM cards and one micro SD card. However, I cannot expand the space on the Mi 4i. It's a 16 GB limited space, out of which the user gets around 10.5 GB for his or her needs. I can remove this plate, which provides me the option to put in two SIM cards, which can be 4G cards. So this is a nice thing as far as the battery backup is concerned, guys. It's a 22 milliamp hour battery on Redmi 2, and with a light to moderate usage, it will last one full day. With moderate to heavy usage, when you use the phone for GPS or for playing games for long duration, the battery will uh, need to be charged after the evening. While if we talk about the Mi 4i with moderate to heavy usage, it got a big 3030 milliamp hour battery. It will last one day on moderate to heavy usage easily. As far as heating question is concerned, guys, both the phones do heat up, not while charging, but while using GPS or when put under heavy tasks. Mi 4i, the heating factor is slightly more due to the Qualcomm Snapdragon 615 processor, but I don't had any lags or trouble due to that. And when the phone heats up, it cools down in a matter of 5 minutes when you put it in idle state. So overall, both the devices are good. Let me do the OTG test on these devices. So I have plugged in the OTG cable. Let me go to the settings, additional settings, storage. So as you can see, it has detected the pen drive and it is showing me the total and available storage. So Redmi 2 does support the OTG. When it comes to the Mi 4i, there is no SD card slot, so it becomes necessary for this phone to support OTG. And let me go to storage. You can see it too has detected the USB and it's showing me the available storage. So guys, both the phones support OTG, which is a good thing for the users. The display, it's a full HD display on the Mi 4i and it's a HD display on the Redmi 2. The touch is good enough on both the phones. Actually, it's pretty similar. The form factor, as you can see too in the video, Mi 4i, the bezel is side bezel. This is the bezel. It's really small. The form factor is small on both the phones. It's a 0.3 inch extra display on the Mi 4i, 5 inch to 4.7 inch over here. I was talking about the display. The full HD display is certainly nice, but saying that, the Redmi 2 is got a nice display and which appeals to the users. Viewing angles are also good. So both the phones, Mi 4i costs pretty much extra money than the Redmi 2. So I won't detect a marks on that front since the display is good enough for. And the score difference, you can see this clearly. The octa-core processor giving me a score of 36,266, whereas quad-core Qualcomm less powerful processor giving me a score of 20,588. Now what does this score imply for a regular user? So for a regular user, guys, the multitasking, opening multiple tabs in the browser or running Facebook, using Gmail, clicking images at the same time is easy on both the phones. However, when it comes to heavy gaming like playing games like Modern Combat 5, Asphalt 8, Airborne, and other games, Mi 4i is the phone to opt for. In general, too, it has 2 GB of RAM, so it will provide you to run more number of apps at the same time without any lags. If we talk about the multi-touch on both the handsets, I have a 9-point multi-touch on Redmi 2 on the Mi 4i. Somehow it's Entity 2 it's not working, but it's 10-point multi-touch, so good amount of multi-touch on both of these handsets. So guys, performance wise, obviously Mi 4 is slightly expensive device, so it has a upper hand in terms of performance, but Redmi 2 is not a bad phone when it comes to regular usage. Moving on to the camera, I have 8 megapixel rear camera in Redmi 2, and on Mi 4i I have a 13 megapixel rear camera. Let me show you the images of this duck. So guys, this is the image of the duck clicked with the flash on, and you can see the details are more vibrant in the Mi 4i phone as compared to the Redmi 2. Although the performance of a Redmi 2 is not bad at all, this is the image taken without flash on, and this image comes out to be good enough on both the phones, guys. So it's not a bad camera on either of these devices, and surprisingly Redmi 2 is giving it a lot of competition. This is a front facing cam image, and both the cameras are again surprisingly good enough. The image quality on Mi 4i is slightly better, but it's not a major difference, whereas I'm getting a more natural color on the Mi 4i, but I'm getting a nice image due to the smoothing effect on the Redmi 2. So guys, I mean, what to say, Mi 4i costs much more than what Redmi 2 costs, but the Redmi 2's camera is giving it a tough competition. So guys, we talked about a lot of aspects in these two phones. I mean, the price difference is significant. If you can, then definitely go for the Mi 4i. It will give you better amount of RAM, a super fast processor, and a bigger display and a camera. But if you don't have that much money and there are some budget constraints, Redmi 2 is a really nice choice, guys. The camera is nice, the build quality is good, the phone can be easily operated with single hand, and it got a lot going for it. So hopefully things might have been clearer for you. I'll see you next time. Kindly hit the subscribe button over here. Have a great day.